So today's goal in our activity is to really practice all the things we learned this unit one last time before we move on to the next one. Most of these will be review from exactly what we did the day we learned it originally. For example, I'm going to zoom in here. We start off with transformation tools, which we know are located here on the side. The rotate tool, the shear tool, the scale, reflect. And those tools will allow you to edit the images on the right to appear like the images on the left. And we're going to practice this rotate tool trick where we're able to make duplicates by holding down Alt and double clicking on the transformation point. I'm just going to remind you again, when you select your shape and you swap to a transformation tool like the rotate tool, you get this blue circle, which is your transformation point. To move it, you simply click somewhere else when you have your mouse looking like a target. And then you hold down Alt and you double click. You have to make sure your mouse is directly on your transformation point or it doesn't work. You're going to put 15 degrees for this flower and just hit copy. And the great thing about Illustrator is if we hit Control D, we can repeat the last transformation. The second section really has to do with the transformation menu, putting in specific values. So each one of these tells you kind of the transformation you're doing, right? This one says move, so you're going to activate your pumpkin, go up to your transformation menu and hit move and add those numbers. So a lot of it is kind of set up for you. The second artboard you see here, I broke it up so it wouldn't be as long, has to do with the second part of the unit, which is the puppet warp tool to start off with. You're going to take these pieces, I've separated the arms for you in certain cases, and take your puppet warp tool. A reminder, your puppet warp tool might not be in your traditional toolbar, so you might have to go searching for it in your tool drawer here. Now, once you've manipulated the images on the right to look like the left, you're going to make one character yourself. And just like usual, I kind of showed you how I made the characters with basic shapes. But sometimes you need a little bit more than just a basic shape. So I'm going to zoom into the feet of this little alien guy. And you'll see that he kind of has like a square, but it's not exactly a square. So a reminder, when you take a square or rectangle, you often have to go to your direct selection tool and pull points apart to get non-traditional shapes. And that's just going to be a quick guide to make this a little easier for you. Once you've colored it with your own colors, you're going to make 3 copies, just like you did the first time, and just move parts of the hands and the legs to make the character look animated. The last section has to do with all the effects menus we learned. We're going to start off with our stylized effects, matching up here with the specific components of the image, then the distort and transform to create a really pretty bouquet of flowers. The last section is the last tool we learned in this unit, which is the blend tool. So you're going to blend these things with the specific blend options. A reminder, to change the settings for your blend tool, you simply double click on the actual tool in the toolbar. When you get to the last section, it's really about putting all your blend tool stuff together. So you're going to create a pretty blue sky, a sun using the blend tool, and then you can take the elements I gave you for a park and arrange a beautiful park here. If you happen to finish early, I'd like to challenge you to create some of your own unique characters or elements to add to your park. Save often and good luck.